this is supposed to be the Saab front end rejuvenation series, but this guy that I met at the wine bar in Bayview has been calling me about his Volvo and he needs some help. And evidently he drove the Volvo to Maine, and the car just hasn't been the same since. And he's a nice guy, so we're gonna drive across the bridge. We're going all the way to River West, coupling it with a trip to Blifford Hardware, the best hardware store in Milwaukee. But yeah, maybe help a guy get this Volvo running. He's afraid to even drive it, and yeah, we'll see. I haven't been drinking very much the past few weeks, and I feel great, but there are times when I do feel like just shoving a bunch of booze in my face, and today's one of those times. So, River West is a hard neighborhood in Milwaukee to parse because it's you know, it's free Palestine graffiti everywhere. It's kind of up and coming but ghetto at the same time, and but there's great coffee shops, couple cool bars, great hardware store. Got a Saab right here. Guy who works here drives a Saab. Another Volvo 240 seems to be popular in these parts. That's one of the first Palestinian flags I've seen around.
Just parked behind him.
Kind of a cool restaurant that we've never seen before. Yeah, just parked right behind him. Huh.
I've never seen this.
He's got license plate Coolies, which is a particularly Wisconsin license plate right here. Let's see what we got. A lot of stickers. So Gold Key is Gold Key and Coolies. Good. Let's see what we got right here. He's got a lot going on with this car. Well used 240 wagon. It's not on the collector plate. It's kind of admirable. We're in an episode of White Lithium Euro Trash. Here's the owner of this Volvo. Tell me about what's the situation that's going on with the car.
So
the whole story.
What I've noticed more often.
So you went on a long trip, right?
No. So this actually was brought over. Originally purchased, I'd say around 2016 or 17 by my brother over in Portland, Oregon. We brought it over to Wisconsin. It was like part of cargo, but we don't want to ever have it go higher than say like 50 miles per hour.
Why?
I would just call it, from my sort of lack of familiarity, sporadic combustion.
Okay.
Yeah, like
a misfire.
It's definitely, there's something about it.
When did that start?
I would just say through prolonged use. I mean, like it's never anything that like you can capture just like I've clearly like gone too far on acceleration or something like that, or like, you know, I've used it too long in like, you know, a 24-hour period. It seems like needs. You were daily driving the car though. Yeah, exactly.
This is your daily car.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, excellent. My initial observations are it looks really clean under here. How many miles are on the car?
So it's been stuck in the 200,000s for years.
Why does this say it had a timing belt at 300,000 if you're stuck in the 200,000s?
I have no idea.
How did they know it was at 300,000 at that time?
I have no idea what's going on with the odometer, and also that relative to this check.
Okay.
Clearly it doesn't line up, but I think it's far north of 300,000 at this point.
Far north? Okay. You don't know. You weren't the one that did that? That was in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. You weren't the one that did that. Okay. It's got oil in it. That's always a good sign. All right. Let's start it and see what it sounds like. Okay. Okay, hold on. Is your foot on the gas? Okay. Here, so you have tried. This is not a disaster. This is a car that needs a tune-up. Yeah. So here's what we do. Let's first of all. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do here. Yeah, just keep it running. We want to see what it's like when it warms up. Okay. Okay, have you done anything to the car?
In terms of
Like recent service?
there was one service down over in Tosa, but that I think was mostly my parents were in charge of that one. That was kind of looking at a rattle basically as it was idling, but that I think was just basically like more of a sound check. This is something that I have ran into. If it is used daily, it's just going to have this sort of like misfiring and sort of sporadic sort of. Seems like it wants to chug along. Even if I put on the brake, I can tell it keeps moving forward or wants to at least.
Even if you're wait, that's totally unrelated. So when your foot's on the brake, it wants to keep moving forward.
Yeah. If it's in drive.
That's okay. That's totally unrelated. So first of all, really common with these cars, the mass airflow sensor. So we're gonna just unplug the mass airflow sensor, and we're gonna see how differently it runs. Okay, that's this thing right here. Yep. Okay. That's kind of good right there, right? So your mass airflow sensor is like kind of working good. So I wish we had some tools. You could absolutely drive this thing over to my garage. And like here's what we'll do. We will They're both on? Both on. That's crazy. They're both on.
Brake lights on the bottom of the top.
Whichever ones are coming out
Both on top. And the one in the center as well.
Really? Yeah. Alright. Well, now I'm curious why that's just like indicator, right? Telling you that one of your buttons.
That's been sort of a constant as much as like a check engine.
So that's one of the cool things about Volvo is that it tells you that one of your bulbs is out there. So when you hit the brake, one of those lights comes on. Here, hit the brake really quickly.
Yeah, these two and the center goes.
Right hand side.
You know what? The right hand side is not quite as bright. We should see if there's maybe a bulb out right there. All that's telling you is that you've got a bulb out. Here, turn the headlights on. Okay. Do the turn signals. Do the left turn signal. Do the other one. Okay. What ball was it? Here, hang on, Liz. Here, step on the brakes quick. So you got a bulb out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There, that'll make your light go away. Honestly, you mind if we take it for a drive quick? Here, let's drive it quick.
Might.
Here, hop in the back seat then. Grape jelly and peanuts. Did you get those grape jelly and the peanuts?
It's for the birds. Back in a sec, brother.
Okay, we got the. Let's just see how it goes.
I was just in Maine too. Like this summer, I was in Portland.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Yeah, family is sort of setting up roots over in the Penobscot Bay, kind of north of Bangor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But I miss Portland dearly.
Yeah, Maine's a
Oh, you
great
meant Portland,
state.
Maine.
Yeah. This Portland, Oregon is where we got this car, but yeah, I guess Portland and Portland. Family found a good rhythm, you know, reaching out to both ends of the coast.
Does it shake when you get up to higher speed?
I
At all?
don't like to send it really north of like even 45. So
Okay. So that,
Oh, wow.
So we're gonna figure out why that is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. These cars are exceptionally easy to do ball checks on, but we need to know. The key is we can't be in denial. You know, one of the nice things here, we're gonna hit the brakes and like it's not. We don't have a shimmy.
yeah.
But where can we go 45 miles an hour on this road right here, Humboldt? We can just
Okay, easily, yeah.
easily. All your gauges work. You got some tape on here over something. What are you taping
It's a check
over?
engine light, of
You're
course.
taping over the check engine light.
Not me, the people that we brought it to last.
That's we have to not be in denial.
Yeah.
They taped over the check engine light. Okay. You know there's like a service, that little thing right there?
Yeah.
Is it the service warning or is it the check engine light? Does it say service? Because that's these cars. Oh, that's the check engine light. Okay.
Yeah.
So. I mean, you've got a good Volvo here.
You're good to go.
Needs. Oh, the speedometer doesn't. Oh, it does work. Okay, good.
Yeah. But it's been stuck there, 235, 290 for quite a while.
Always a thing.
I think it's much more, what should I say, like a naivete that our family sort of agreed upon. Anybody who ends up using the car to just sort of like stay below a certain speed so as to not, I guess, irritate the engine. But it's something that I don't know about, you know, whether or not the tune-up that we always end up getting is something that's looking at the right problem.
Okay, so the problem is speed related, right? Like we're not. To me, this car is driving in a really normal way right now.
Okay.
Like this is like her car is a 92. It is. It is going to be. Which way is the highway?
Highway is actually this way, yeah.
That way, yeah. Her car's a 92, and you know, you can. It's probably one. Is it seriously a? I'm behind the bus.
Oh, it's gonna be quick.
You can't turn in front of the bus.
Yeah.
It's,
Hers is one of, you know, the nicest ones in the country. See, look, your interior is in pretty good shape here too. Look at it. Look, all of his little things. See, hers was a California car, so like it's rust free, but like every plastic thing has kind of like gotten brittle.
I mean, I'd say the only plastic piece that comes to mind that suffered, and I was told when I brought it into a shop, they were like, "Yeah, that happens all the time."
the latch.
Oh yes.
You can get a kit on IPD,
She's got it in
and I'm gonna do it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be more than happy to kind of DIY it, to be honest. So yeah.
It just they basically give you a brand new latch because it's like that's a really normal brake.
I can tell, yeah, the hardware, kind of the metal keeping the back seat in a good position, it just catches onto something if you don't sort of pull up on it in the right
Yeah.
sort of angle.
Very normal brake.
I mean, you need a set of shock absorbers going without saying. But what I'm going to get to, is whether or not, you know, when you go in to do those shocks, like, is there like there's a lot of stuff knocking around up here, right? No, you can do the ball joints on this car and no time at all. Oh, right. River West is so insane.
Some of these streets, I was like, get up to 45? Yeah, we can do Holton or Humboldt, you know, whatever you want, really.
This one right here.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Mine goes like past 70, 80. Like that for me is cruising. Like on the highway, because everything's 70 now.
Yeah. Oh my God. No. I mean,
This
I
car
keep an
feels
eye on.
unsafe at highway speed too.
No, it's something I've never tested.
Oh, there's you know, here's what you need to do.
So I think a lot of the assumption as to how a certain speed can disrupt like a homeostasis of the engine. My parents had a lot more experience with a Mercedes-Benz wagon. I think C-Class from 2003.
Yeah.
But that one for sure, just if it finds itself operating around 60 miles per hour or more for like 30 minutes, more than that, it does show more sensitivity, I would say.
That's just telling you that it needs to be fixed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's just telling you that something's wrong. Like, Mercedes-Benz doesn't make cars, like, they gotta make them go down the Autobahn.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly, yeah.
There's just, for a Volvo with this many miles, I think you're in really good shape here, but what you're gonna need, you know, should I turn right here?
Yeah.
What?
Or actually, to get back to my place, yeah, you can take 2 minutes.
Was that our bar back there?
Our bar is actually over on Berlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the viewers of the channel, which are, you know, nearly up to 300 at this point, our bar is a bar where I buy only tiny sized art for very low prices, and they have this beer which is brewed locally by Indeed Brewing. It's the honey, the Mexican honey. It's a beer which it's one of those beers that when you drink like 3 of them, you're kind of where you need to be. No, this is like, I think this is a good Volvo. This Volvo is going to need shocks, ball joints, tie rod ends. We'll put a jack under the front wheels and we'll shake it side to side, and we'll just like see it. We need to look. We'll pull out the plugs and we'll look at the plugs, because the lumpiness at startup. Okay. And notice when it's warmed up, your idle has really smoothed out. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice smooth idle. Like I like the way this car runs, but it really didn't want to idle. Okay. So that's telling me This car still has a component, which I'll show you which one it is. It's called the idle air control valve. That what it does is it changes the amount of air going to the engine when you start it, and it could very likely be that. And it's probable that nobody has done the injectors in a really, really long time. Could be a leaking fuel. What it could be also is you've got a leaking fuel injector that's like basically leaking too much fuel into the engine, and it needs to kind of like shove it through and burn it off before it before it runs smoothly, right? Okay. I don't want to break your thing. Like, is there a trick to getting this to pop?
I mean, it's gentle, yeah.
Okay. Is it popped right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this thing right here, this piece right here is the idle air control valve. Okay. The way that works, see how there's a tube connected from it right here up to the intake. This is your throttle that lets air go into the engine. These are your fuel injectors right there that shoot fuel into the engine, okay? And what it does is it connected correctly. Okay. So it's connected to this hose right here, and essentially what it does is so the throttle's right here, okay? The other hose connects to the intake. So when it's open, it basically lets air flow into the intake without passing through the throttle. That increases the idle speed. And it's a very, very common failure point on this car. So the way we can test it, I might actually have a spare idle air control valve in Sycamore for this car, but like this right here also is idling just a tiny bit fast. But if the we'll look at the plugs. First of all, we'll disconnect the idle air control valve. We'll just see, does the behavior change when we do that? If it doesn't change, we know the idle air control valve is fine, right? There's a wire we can just disconnect. We'll look at the plugs. Do they seem normal? We can take out the injectors even and shoot fuel and see if they seem normal. But you don't have a big problem right here. You're gonna mostly need the idle air control valve, and then we're gonna jack up each wheel, and we're gonna see what's loose in there, and then you're gonna put a couple shots in it. You're gonna spend the cheapest way you're gonna get this thing running like tip top and feeling good. You can drive this across the entire United States. I think you're gonna spend about $700. Okay, is what it's gonna take to do it. And I bet I could show it to you. So tell me about this space, man. Who owns this space?
Kind of just like, it's really
Two-thirds
frustrating,
of it,
but it's also just really
the Whitty
nice.
zone and one.
You're just like, yeah, I
I
fixed that.
the city owns.
Where's the line between
Not
the Whitties and the
crazy
city?
engine stuff, because that's
question.
hard. That's what
I would
helps
assume
me a lot.
that
We're talking about
Oh,
that thing.
so if you don't build something on it or do something with it, the city's gonna take it back?
spaces.
Totally. And
That is what I've been told.
Sandy, so if you don't build something on this property, the city's gonna take it back?
yeah, and they're being kind of like feisty with it. So if you have any ideas,
It's well maintained.
but they want to have a high rise for, I don't know, people that won't live there.
Here?
Condos,
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous. Volvo 240 Club meeting in River West today or something. Look at this right here. Yo, man, look at who it is right here.